Nishay, thank you very much. As Ted mentioned, my name is Nyanha Shea. I am the faculty co-chair of Bridges and happy to know you all in Section D. Next, I'd like to introduce to you Nareen Sidhu from Section J. Wait till you hear what she has to say. Nareen grew up in Malaysia, a developing country full of diversity, and has since lived and worked in 4 continents. Her journey has helped her gather many stories and lessons about how different people approach challenges and create impact in their own ways. She enjoys working on initiatives that build community and support women to achieve their dreams, inspired by the opportunities that others have given her. Today, we have her here to share about a topic that is close to her heart and remains at the core of how she intends to make an impact. Please join me in giving a warm welcome to Nareen Sidhu.
Well, thank you for the opportunity and good afternoon, everyone. 20 months ago, we all came here with our own experiences and aspirations. But today, we sit here in this room with a unifying privilege of knowledge and networks that this place has given us. A privilege that lends us credibility and gives us seats in rooms where decisions are made. Today, I'd like to reflect on that privilege and share my journey of understanding it, having seen it from both sides. But before I do that, let me start with a question. How many of you here have ever felt excluded from an opportunity or an experience because of your background? If you can just raise your hand. Okay, that's quite a few of us. So I hope that what I'm about to share will resonate and help you as you reflect on your past experiences, your time at HBS, and what you plan to do after. Years ago, standing on this stage, giving this speech, let alone stepping foot into Harvard Business School, was just a distant dream for me. I grew up in a small town in Malaysia where my parents worked tirelessly to make ends meet. We didn't have much, but if there was one thing we did have, it was hope. Hope that made me strive for things beyond the glass ceiling of my background. I wanted to go to Harvard, which thankfully happened. I wanted to meet my Bollywood idol, Shah Rukh Khan. Still want to. And I wanted to be the Prime Minister of Malaysia. So 2 of these dreams have yet to happen, but there's still a chance in the future. So despite having all these big dreams, there was a lot I didn't know as a first-generation college student. My parents tried everything they could to get me the information I needed. I still remember this community dinner where my dad spent hours convincing an accomplished acquaintance to talk to me about university applications. The man reluctantly agreed, but when I approached him, he sneered and said, "You should only dream what your family can afford." My heart sank. His loud voice was heard by quite a few people in that room, including my dad. I will never forget the way I saw my dad's face drop that day, almost guilty for asking for help. That was my first encounter with privilege, one that told me I didn't belong. But life had other plans. I got a government scholarship, and that took me to places like UCL, Bain, and today, HBS. Over this time, I have accumulated my own privileges of knowledge and networks. And this raised some existential questions. Had I changed? And if so, what is my new role in this ecosystem of privilege? Answering these questions has taken me on a journey of understanding privilege, starting with learning how to embrace it. Embracing privilege is a challenging, ongoing journey of reflecting on ourselves and the world that we live in. It does not invalidate the hard work that each one of us have put in to be in the seats that we are in today. In fact, it is an acknowledgement of our ability to make a difference and make the world a more equitable place as leaders of tomorrow. If embracing privilege isn't hard enough, the next part of my journey was learning how to make an impact with it. Even though I came from a less privileged background, it has taken me time to learn how to help others in similar positions, and I am still learning. My biggest sources of inspiration are these amazing individuals you see on the screen today. People who have shared their privilege with me by giving me opportunities and chances in life. They are a big reason of why I'm standing here today. I'd like to talk about one person in particular, the woman on the top left, wearing the blue top. Her name is Christy Johnson. Christy is from Seattle, and when she first started mentoring me, I was surprised and quite frankly confused. She was going out of her way to connect me to people, review my ideas, my business ideas, and even sponsored me to attend skill development courses. All this while managing her business and a gazillion other commitments. Every email of hers ended with, "Let me know how else I can help." Isn't that interesting? I had nothing to offer to her, and neither did we know each other before. But here she was as someone who believed in my capability and made me feel like I mattered. And that felt amazing. Over time of getting to know Christy, I realized that a lot of this is a result of her wider purpose in life. She truly, truly believes in the power of diverse individuals coming together to create change. And this was her playing her part in making that happen. Another source of inspiration that I've not put on the screen because it's right in front of me is you, the class of 2023. Ever since I walked through those gates or doors, I have met such incredible people who are talented, down to earth, and willing to share their experiences with others. My section mates, Section J, and many other people from the Southeast Asia Club, Women's Student Association, and many more. All of you have graciously given me your time for coffee chats, or even to volunteer as models for my e-commerce brand. Thank you for that. And for many other community building initiatives. It is through all of you that I have learned that there is truly magic in the power of community, and we have so much to give out there. Learning from all of you has taught me 3 things about making an impact that I'd like to share with you today. Firstly, people who need the most help are often afraid of asking for it. So it is our role to really observe and be proactive about identifying where our privileges intersect with where they lack opportunities. Secondly, it is not about empowering people. Everyone has unique powers within them, unique strengths, and our role is really to help them realize and unleash those powers. And that requires active listening and willingness to learn from those who we seek to help. And finally, making a change requires doing it well. And that requires conviction and knowing why what we do matters. Having a North Star is a great way of doing that. It could be a wider purpose like Christy had, or someone important in your life. For me, it's my parents. They have seen many unpleasant versions of privilege, like the one I shared earlier. And it is my role, almost responsibility, to make them feel that they have raised me better to not repeat that cycle with anyone else. So whenever I do something, I always think what they would say. For example, I was nervous about giving this speech today and the topic. So I talked to my mom. And she said, "Nareen, snap out of it, take a deep breath, get on stage and speak from your heart. Because when you speak from the heart, it reaches the hearts of people." And I hope it does. It's the same with my dad. He's a brain stroke survivor, so he can't really talk or walk as much. But whenever I tell him about a way that I'm making an impact. He smiles, he lights up, and he even tries to have a conversation with me, and that makes my day. So find that North Star. It could be sitting right next to you, your parents, or anyone else. On May 25th, as we sit in our graduation hats, we will be surrounded by people who are proud of us and who believe in our capabilities as leaders of tomorrow. Baker Lawn will be brimming with hope for what is to come. And we are privileged to have that. Sadly, not everyone in this world has that comfort. Many people still live day by day struggling for basic needs and trapped in boxes that people put them into. So as we graduate and go to different parts of this world, let's join forces in bringing our networks and knowledge together, in helping others across the world, by spreading hope beyond this compound. Because trust me when I say this, there are very few things in life that are as wild and precious as giving someone hope. Thank you.
Noreen, thank you so much.